head, shoulders, knees, and toes and make y'all do that, but I don't know the full song. So if y'all know it, we can do that real quick.
I know it.
You know it. Head, shoulders, knees, toes.
See, you know it.
I'm going to start with. Okay, I'm going to start with Stephanie. I've featured AC.
Okay, so the tips that I've taken from the stand-ups, I like to get a client excited when they get started, just because it almost opens that comfortability for that client, knowing that I'm excited and it's not even my program. And also letting them know that I'm very excited to see where the program takes them. And that just shows them that, you know, I'm going to do the best I can to help their business grow and them be able to trust me with any concerns that they may have. Desk management was a big one for me. I've been starting to get here earlier to prepare my day. Carrie actually taught me to create a checklist each day, and I do that, and I feel a lot more accomplished when I am able to check something off, knowing that I got that task done. And my goal is obviously to complete all of those tasks within that day. And then yesterday actually I had a good success story. I started out the call very excited, and that was the first thing the client pulled out was how excited I was to get started with him. And I like to do that. You know, it just shows him that I was happy. He began to become happy because, you know, I don't know if he was ready for this call or excited. He got excited and actually listened to what I said and agreed. And, you know, because at first it was, well, I don't want to post to social media because of this. And I explained the importance of it. And he was like, you're right, that makes sense. I'm going to start doing that. And by the end of the call, he actually asked for Rhonda's information to let them know how well the call went and how thorough I was with explaining everything to him.
Good job, Steph.
Excellent
job.
Nice job.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yay!
This morning we're going to talk about accurate information, and I want to get your input. Why do you think businesses should keep their information consistent?
Because it makes me mad when I drive over somewhere and it's not actually there.
Yep, it's a great one.
People don't like it.
Google. You said Google doesn't like it?
People don't like it
Oh,
if your
yeah, no, it
information's
doesn't. No,
not the
it
same.
doesn't.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't know what to call a business, so how can I really trust them if I don't know what to call them?
Yes, trust and reliability. Yep. Anything else?
Or if you call and it's like not their phone number anymore, or like not the front number. Like I've called before where I get like only like one department, and they're like, "Oh, well, let me transfer you," and I'm like,
yes, I've had that happen to me too. Looking on the phone, going somewhere, and it's completely different. They've moved to a completely different area and didn't change information. So it can be very frustrating, and most likely we'll lose a customer because of that. Because now I'm going to go somewhere else because I don't trust you that you're even valid. So it's a big thing. It also increases the brand awareness. So to Corey's point, when you change your business name, it's very important that you're doing that across the board. There's also some other factors about it. Utilizing the exact same phone numbers, address, website. We all know that across all platforms, just not your website. It's also through your social media. If you're doing any kind of other branding, such as our online display, things like that, it needs to be accurate. What else? I've also found, I know we've said this before, but search engine land's my favorite place. They said, I'm going to read this to you a little bit, but it's not enough to make sure your number and address, phone number is correct. It also needs to be completely consistent across all website platforms. Differences in just small things like having streets, the ST period. and then it's ST somewhere else, or it's ST spelled out somewhere else. That is not good. That does not show consistency throughout. So for us, with our platforms, especially with the product that has our platform product that has the directories listed, it's very important that you have this consistent across everything. So if it's on our dashboard one way, it needs to be on the website that way, it needs to be everywhere that way. So just make sure you're looking through that and make sure it's consistent. It shows a very high SEO value in that. With Pigeon that came out, I think 2 years ago, this became more relevant. So that's why we push this with our clients. That's why we need to keep continually pushing that. So do some searches, look to see where you may see it somewhere else. If they're doing any other kind of advertising, ask them. Just make sure that they've got their address completely 100% accurate. It has to be exact. I mean exact. If they're using a number sign for their suite, then they need to say that across the board. They can't do it one place and not another. Yeah.
I will tell you one of the biggest things that I've noticed throughout, just working here and searching for different products that our clients have. YP.com and the Yellow Pages is a big, big difference. A lot of times they will start off with something different with us from like 10 years ago, even past that. And I'll go in and I'll look at their like YP.com, and the listing has a very different name. So you may want to check on a lot of your clients too, if you get a chance to kind of audit them every once in a while. Go in and check that on both the Yellow Pages and YP.com, because a lot of times they're going to be very different.
Yeah, it's a great point, because that is a directory, and they have their own network, so it's outside of just yellowpages.com. So that's a great point. So utilize these value adds. We're going to send something out. Kate created some libraries on our VideoForce platform, so we're going to send that out to managers, get you into seeing how to use them. It's very easy. We had all this stuff out on our portal. We've now moved it to VideoForce to make it a little bit easier for you to access. These value adds are very useful for you. I just used it just today to talk to you about it. It's super easy to take it, show it, talk through it with your client. And it was simple. But just ask them these questions like I did with you. Get their buy-in. Make sure they understand why. Maybe something really simple, really silly, but this is what we're doing for them. So we need to make sure that they understand why we're doing it. We're not just asking these questions just to ask them. We want to make sure their information is good across the board. It does show a SEO value, and we want to make sure they're getting the bang for their buck. Cool. Any questions about that? Okay, so we're going to do a test.
Sure.
Okay, so featured AC in this AC should do a call. Send me a call where they have gone over accurate information and used. Corey.
June has got a message for us to get pumped in this competition.
Video, let's get ready to rumble!
So send me, do where you have used the value add and you've sent it to the client. I want to see it. Send the email to me once you've done, and send me the call. I'd like to hear it. Okay? Good luck. Bye-bye.